This is the ERAYAK 4500W Dual-Fuel Portable Inverter Generator. What really caught my eye when I first pulled this thing out of the box was just how compact and solid it feels. The whole unit is finished in a sharp red casing. It actually looks modern, and it stands out compared to a lot of the clunky boxy generators I've run into before. As someone who camps and often heads out on spontaneous RV trips, looks matter a bit when you're hauling something around. But the real story here is about performance and usability. The first thing I noticed picking it up is how manageable it is for a generator of this size, only weighing about 54 pounds. There's a big, comfortable handle right on top. I know not everyone wants to be lugging a generator from spot to spot, but in my case, portability matters. I can just toss it in my trunk or in the RV's storage, not having to plan for a whole separate hauling process. Its smaller size doesn't make it any less capable, something I worried about at the start, to be honest. In the past, portable often meant less power, but that's not how it feels with this model. So let's get into the key features. ERAYAK's 4500 Dual-Fuel Portable Generator is called Dual-Fuel for a reason. The generator works on regular gasoline, but you have the option to use propane as well. That's a big deal. You get 4,500 starting watts and 3,500 running watts on gasoline, and with propane, it's a touch less, but still more than enough for most home appliances, or even for stuff like a microwave, AC unit, or a fridge in the RV. From my experience, the dual fuel option means flexibility. There have been days out camping when I dove into the gas can, and it was almost empty after a full day running the generator. No panic. I switched over to a propane tank, and I was back in business. The switch between gas and propane is automatic if one runs out. This gas priority system makes the generator seamlessly swap over, eliminating that moment of, uh-oh, we're about to lose power. For me, that's peace of mind, especially during storms or at night when we're running a heater or cooling system. Starting it up is simple. It comes with a typical pull start, what we call recoil. I know for folks new to generators, this can be intimidating, but I had it up and running with just a couple pulls. There's user-friendly labeling on the control panel, so there's basically no guesswork. You just follow the basics. Fuel in, oil in, switch to on, choke if it's cold, then pull. Another thing I really appreciate is how quiet it is. When ERAYAK says super quiet operation, they're not just throwing out a buzzword. At quarter load, I could chat with my friends sitting nearby without yelling. The noise level is about 58 decibels at 23 feet, which is about as loud as a regular conversation. Having camped with generators before, I can say this matters. There's nothing more annoying than a noisy machine droning in the background when you're out in nature or trying to sleep inside an RV. One term that comes up a lot with inverter generators is clean power. Let me explain what that means. Clean power, or low total harmonic distortion, THD, basically means the electricity that comes out of the generator is stable and safe for sensitive electronics. Phones, laptops, tablets. The ERAYAK's TD is rated between 0.2% to 1.2%, which is incredibly good. I have plugged in everything from a sensitive camera battery to my laptop and not worried about unstable surges ruining anything. It's perfect for anyone who works remotely on the road or needs to be sure gear won't get fried. I want to mention runtime too. With a full 2.25-gallon gas tank, ERAYAK claims up to 16 hours at 25% load. From my tests about a week ago, running a fridge, a couple of lights, and charging some gadgets, I got around 12 hours before I had to refuel. For camping, that means you can run it all night for a fan or a CPAP. With propane, the runtime gets even longer, over 20 hours depending on the tank size and what you're running. A cool feature I like is the electronic speed control mode, or eco mode, as most folks call it. Basically, it adjusts the engine speed to only use as much power as you need. With lower power draw, the generator gets quieter, uses less fuel, and puts less wear on the engine. It's super simple to use. All you do is flip a switch. Safety-wise, you get automatic shutdown if the oil runs low, and overload protection so you don't accidentally damage your plugged-in devices. ERAYAK also put in a carbon monoxide sensor. If it detects unsafe levels, it automatically shuts off, which is a huge plus for folks running their generator close to RVs, tents, or enclosed areas. If you like more manual control, there's a switch, so you can switch this feature off if you know you're in a well-ventilated spot. From my experience with setup, it was pretty standard. Add oil, hook up the fuel line, make sure everything's tight, and it's good to go. You do have to run it for a while and then do an oil change to break in the engine. I admit, draining the carburetor can be a bit awkward because the drain screw is a little blocked by the side support bar. It's not the end of the world, just takes a bit of finesse. If you're new to portable generators, that first oil change will seem like a chore, but if you keep up maintenance, I think this unit will last you for a long time. Let's talk about use cases. I'd recommend this for anyone who's into RVing, camping, tailgating, or needs reliable backup for their house during storms. It's perfect for powering an RV AC, fridge, lights, or even your coffee maker in the woods. With the 30A RV outlet, you just plug it right in and you're all set. I also see this being useful for small job sites or food trucks that want a quiet, clean power source without going industrial. I do want to bring up fuel efficiency. While it's good, if you're pushing it to max load constantly, you'll be refueling more often, especially on gasoline. That's just physics. Higher output means more fuel burn. If you switch to propane or use the eco mode, you can stretch your fuel a bit more. Also, quality oil matters. I use a high-quality synthetic to help the engine stay smooth, and I noticed easier starts and steadier power. As far as maintenance goes, this generator is about as straightforward as it gets. Oil changes, checking spark plugs, and keeping the air filter clean. Parts are pretty accessible, and ERAYAK includes the basics: oil kettle, toolkit, even a propane connecting pipe. I've dealt with onboard RV generators before, and they're a pain to service compared to these portables. I love that I can just pick this up and take it for a tune-up if I need it. A couple more things before I wrap up this quick review. The design is sleek and easy to clean, the control panel is simple, and the rubber feet keep it solid on the ground. No rattling around. Plus, it comes with a 3-year limited warranty, and that was reassuring for me. I like knowing there's support available if something odd pops up. In conclusion, I think the ERAYAK 4500W Dual-Fuel Portable Inverter Generator is a solid option for just about anyone who needs a reliable backup or travel generator. It's got enough power for the essentials, it's quiet, easy to move around, and flexible with its fuel options. It's user-friendly for people new to generators, but has genuinely useful features for folks who depend on portable power. After spending real time using it on the road and at home, I'd recommend it for RV users, campers, or anyone who wants backup power that's simple and effective. To learn more about the ERAYAK 4500W Dual-Fuel Portable Inverter Generator, please check the comment section. Thank you for watching.